so happy because this big coat, I'm so warm, my hands are warm, my feet are warm. When am I ever warm?
Yeah, it's fine. See, it's
my feet are warm.
What are they warming?
What am I warm?
My coat.
Mum's coat. So, is it time? You ready for a trip to the Arctic now then? You good?
That's pushing it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I have to inform you that I am angry today. Yep, I am so angry that I thought we'd do yet another video on the Inghams. I know that it comes as a bit of a surprise, but it's not often I get angry, but I've been looking at this situation with the DryRobe jacket thingies from a distance, mostly. I haven't really bothered mentioning it in the vlogs. I haven't seen much point in it, but however, just you check this out.
We got these DryRobe's just before we ordered these coats before we went to Scandinavia. They didn't come in time, so we ended up having to get others before we left. But and they're not really meant to be for like winter coats, are they? These,
no,
whatever.
There's the debate. They're not technically coats. We ordered them for Scandinavia. We ordered 5, so all of us older 5 one. But they're technically meant to be for like when you get out of water to like get changed under. But so many people recommend them and wear them as coats,
yeah.
Which is partly what we'd bought them for. Then when we got back from Scandinavia, because they'd not arrived on time, it was coming into spring, so they kind of just went into storage.
They went to garage, yeah?
Yeah, it's a garage for storage.
So buzzing to have these brand new bad boys out right now.
I didn't bring mine, and
So
Esme didn't bring
massive.
hers. But Esme's not. No, wait, I brought mine, but Isabel didn't bring hers.
Yes, so
and
Isabel's
Esme
got
didn't
yours.
bring hers. But then Isabel's like, oh, really, I'm cold, I really need a long coat. I'm like, I told you to bring the DryRobe. She's like, no, I didn't think I'd need it. But to be fair, I brought this new one as well, so I was like, you can just use mine.
It's not that I need it, it's just that I feel left out because everyone's in like massive coats and I'm still alone. I'm warm though.
So all week whilst they were at Disney, they were showing off these DryRobe's that they got, that they bought, that they were, they received. But they said that they received it like a year ago, nearly a year, right? It was back in, they were going to Scandinavia, they ordered them before they went away, and they didn't arrive in time, so they couldn't take them with them to Scandinavia, and they kept them in storage for nigh on a year, right? Which is insane in itself, because these things are not cheap. Look at the price of these. £165, right, each. £165, that's a lot of money, Chris, bloody hell. So they ordered 5 of those. That equates to, off the top of my head, it's 825 £825. So that is a lot of money, Chris, right? A lot of money indeed, just to be put in storage for nearly a year. Anyway, people have been speculating, did they buy it, did they not buy it? In fact, there's been less actual speculation than most people just said, yeah, they were gifted them, So I thought, whatever, whatever. If they were gifted them, then whatever, right? But it's come to light that is actually what's happened. So I am, I'm dumbstruck by this, right? So this is what DryRobe Company Esquire said, right? Hey there, thank you so much for getting in touch with us. We are very grateful for you raising your concerns with us regarding Chris Ingham. We want to reassure you that the post in question was not posted in partnership with DryRobe. We have no marketing agreements in place with any of the Ingham family, and they are not on any of our influencer or ambassador programs. Hear that, Chris? Sarah, you're not good enough for them. You're not good enough for the DryRobe people, right? Okay, get it out of your head. You're not going to get a contract with them. Look at them, and they're saying we're not. You're not on our influencer programs. You're certainly not an ambassador. Jesus Christ, no. So they go on to say, this is the important part, They did, however, reach out to us last January asking for products for a cold trip to Scandinavia, and we gifted them some DryRobe's, although we regret that we did not pick up on these allegations at the time. So it turns out that they did, in fact, ask for these DryRobe coat things, right? To confirm, we have no ongoing agreements with the Ingham family. We apologise for any upset this may have caused to anyone, and we will be looking into this further. Thanks again for. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Right, so this is the interesting part, isn't it? So, yeah, ordinarily I would actually say, well, whatever, you know, they're basically, what the Inghams have done is they've asked for these DryRobe's. DryRobe have sent them out, but they haven't arrived in time for them to take them to Scandinavia, which was the original plan. So I guess that DryRobe were expecting them to advertise it, like, you know, whilst they were away in Scandinavia, which I guess would have been ideal for the product. But it didn't arrive in time, so when they got back from Scandinavia, they arrived, but they had no reason then to use it, because obviously they went away throughout summer, through all the hot countries and stuff like that. So they put it in storage. And now they've taken it out again to use now, even though there's nothing in place for them to actually advertise it, although they... I don't quite understand what DryRobe was saying. Was there never a contract? Did they never sign a contract when they were gifted these items? I mean, could I just ask DryRobe and say, by the way, you know, I don't want to be part of your influencer program, but, you know, if you could spare me a couple of those highly expensive coats, that would be great. And they would just send them to me, or is that how it works? Is that what happens? Because it's a bit confusing. I'm not quite sure whether they're saying that they had a contract, and when they didn't advertise it, nothing, you know, I don't know. So, my problem with this whole thing comes with the fact that not only are these pretending that they were not gifted it, they're not declaring it as gifted, they're not declaring it as an ad. They are actually blatantly telling people that they bought it. It wasn't just, you know, but by the way, we've got these items. They have said as follows.
We got these DryRobe's just before we ordered these coats.
We ordered them for Scandinavia. We ordered 5,
yeah,
which is partly what we'd bought them for.
That's what we bought them for, right? There's no misunderstanding there. There's no misinterpretation or anything like that. They clearly state that they bought them, and they clearly did not, because DryRobe have said that we sent them to them because they asked, right? And that's a really big problem, because it's not really even misleading, it's just outright lying about advertising. And so I've sent this off to the ASA. I don't expect anything, you know, to change in life, because they've got such a big file on the Inghams that you know, they could do whatever they want with them, but they'll choose, once again I'm sure, to just issue a gentle reminder about how the rules are and what they're supposed to do, and their obligations about advertising and everything. They'll just give them a little, you know, they won't even give them a slap on the wrist, I'm sure. They will just carry on. They'll just tell them, you know, this is how you're supposed to advertise, and the Inghams will say, yeah, noted, blah, 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 and they'll carry on doing Ingham things as long as they want to, you know? So, you know, given that it's not just the fact that they are they're lying about the advertising, but they're just so ignorant. The lot of them, they're so ignorant, it's unbelievable. And they're teaching their kids to be ignorant, and they are teaching their kids that, you know, these are gifted, but we don't have to even say nice things about them, you know? We don't even have to treat these things that were gifted, that were very, very expensive, And we don't have to say anything nice, and we don't have to treat them nice, we don't have to be nice, we don't have to be nice towards the company that sent them to us, because we can say this.
Today's day 5 is about being a bin bag.
Day 5, me being a bin bag.
Come on.
Yep, that's right, that is indeed their kids likening the £165 gift to a bin bag. That's right. Glad you collaborated with them. Now, are you DryRobe? That must have been a fantastic, thoughtful process to look through who you're going to gift to and who you weren't going to gift to. You know, the people who need it, or the people who are just going to disrespect your own product. Yeah, fantastic. So there we go. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm a little bit angry about the whole situation because they are lying and outright lying. I mean, the blatantness of the lie was just ridiculous, and I'm gonna try and, you know, take it further as far as I can possibly take it, as usual, and see if I get anywhere. And if I don't, then I'll try again, and I keep trying again and again. And Chris, this is not hate. I'm not giving you hate. I'm giving you advice. I'm giving you helpful advice, and I'm trying to keep you in line, right? iFan will come at me and say, leave them alone. Leave them alone. They're only a sad couple of pair of Muppets, but they're my Muppets. Leave me alone. Leave them alone. Come on now. Yeah, so that's the iFan for you. But you know, what can you do about that, right? Sorry. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful and educational, please give it a massive thumbs up. And subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. Get me up to 10,000 before the end of the week. This week? Yeah. Maybe not. I want it this week, but anyway. Comment all your thoughts about it down below. Did you believe that it was gifted from the start? Or did you believe Sarah and Chrissy's lies from the start? We will soon separate the wheat from the chaff in this community of ours, won't we? Thank you all so much, and I will see you again soon in another brand new video. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.